Hello students. Today we will understand an experiment on potentiometer, that is to compare the EMF of two primary cells using a potentiometer. Here we have taken two primary cells. One is our Leclanchi cell, which is having positive electrode as carbon rod and negative electrode as zinc rod, and the electrolyte used is ammonium chloride. Similarly, we have a primary cell, Daniell cell, which is having positive electrode as this copper vessel and negative electrode as this zinc rod, and the electrolyte used is copper sulfate. This is our potentiometer, which has a 4-meter long wire. Okay, we have a galvanometer with us, we have a rheostat with us, we have an ammeter with us, we have a one-way key, we have a two-way key, and we have a battery eliminator. The first part of the circuit diagram is that the negative of the battery terminal is joined with a one-way key, which goes into an ammeter, and the ammeter goes into the rheostat, and the rheostat at one end of the potentiometer wire. Let us assume this end as Q, whereas the P end of the potentiometer is connected to positive terminal of the battery, that is, this is the positive terminal. Then this P is also connected to positive terminal of Leclanchi cell, and P is also connected to positive terminal of the Daniell cell. So here we have all the positive terminals. Now the negative terminals of these two cells, they are going into a two-way key, one at this end and the other at this end, whereas the center screw of the two-way key is connected with a galvanometer, and from the galvanometer we have a jockey. Now to test our circuit, first of all what we will do is we will just touch the jockey at one end of the potentiometer wire and at the other end, and we have to test whether this galvanometer is giving deflection on both sides. So here we touch this jockey. So now if you see, when I touch this jockey at point P, the deflection in the galvanometer is towards left, and when I touch the jockey on point Q, the deflection in the galvanometer is towards right. So this ensures that our circuit is correct, okay, on left and on right. Now we have inserted the key which is making Leclanchi cell come into the circuit, and hence we have to find the balance length. So first I touch the jockey on first wire, so the galvanometer is giving deflection towards left. Then I touch on the second wire, still the deflection is on the left. Then I touch on the third wire, the deflection is on the left. Then I touch on the fourth wire, the deflection becomes right. So here I have to find a null point. So anywhere on the third wire you will get a null point. So that null point has come over here. So now the deflection in the galvanometer is 0, and my reading is on the third wire. So first two wires will give us 200, that is from here this point till this point it is 100, then from that point to this point it is 200, and now I will read again this upper scale. So I am somewhere over here when the galvanometer is giving 0 deflection. So here you see the deflection is 0, and I am somewhere here on this wire, okay, where the deflection is 0. I am over here. So this reading will correspond to 287. Okay, so this will be your L1. Same way, now I have taken Daniell cell into the circuit by inserting the two-way key in the other gap. Okay, initially it was in this gap, now I have inserted it in this gap to take the Daniell cell into the circuit, and again I check whether my circuit is correct. So on one end it is giving the deflection is on left, and on the other end the deflection is on right. So this ensures that my circuit is correct. Now I touch my jockey, touch the jockey on first wire, so the deflection is on the left. I touch the jockey on the second wire, the deflection is on the right. So now I slightly take the jockey to a point where the deflection becomes 0. So somewhere here I am getting the deflection as 0. So this point, how will we calculate this point? So this point will be calculated first you will see that this wire is 100 and then it is returning back to this point. So this point of my will be, now I will read the lower scale after 100. So it is coming out to be 129. So this is how we will determine L2. After determining L2, we need to change the reading of the ammeter, and reading of the ammeter, it will be changed by slightly changing the rheostat, position of the rheostat. So if I have changed the position, the reading in the ammeter has changed, and the same procedure will be followed for the Daniell cell and Leclanché cell to determine one more set of L1 and L2. Again, I have taken Leclanché cell into the circuit and I am touching the jockey at one end, so the deflection in the galvanometer is seen towards left, and on the other end it is seen towards right. So this is on left and this is on right. So again I touch the jockey on first wire, so the deflection is on the left, then on second wire the deflection is again on the right. So that means I have my null point on the first wire itself. So somewhere on this wire only I will have the null point. So the null point in this case is obtained somewhere over here. So if you see, the null point, that is zero deflection, is obtained somewhere here. So this is second wire, so that means I have covered 100 and 4 more. So 104 is again the L1 for the next set of reading. Again I take Daniell cell into the circuit and check whether my circuit is working properly. Touching the jockey on one end gives the deflection in galvanometer towards left. Touching the jockey on the other end gives the deflection in the galvanometer towards right. So that means my circuit is correct. Now I touch the jockey on first wire, so the deflection is on the left. I touch on the second wire, the deflection is on the right. I move on the first wire and see that the deflection is still on the right, and then I reduce the length, and here I am getting the deflection as 0. Can you see? The jockey is touched on the first wire and deflection is 0. First wire means you have to see from here how much we have traveled. We have traveled 46. So this is the second L2 for the second set of reading. So I hope that this procedure has explained you the experiment of potentiometer. Once we will revise, this is our battery eliminator, positive terminal, and here we have a negative terminal. We have a one-way key, then we have an ammeter, and then from ammeter we go into rheostat, from rheostat into one end of the potentiometer, say Q. From P we have positive terminals of the two primary cells connected, and at P we have also connected the positive terminal of this battery eliminator. The negative terminals of the two primary cells are joined at two ends of the two-way key, and the middle screw is joined with a galvanometer, and from galvanometer we have a jockey. So I hope this will help you to understand the experiment of potentiometer. Thank you. Have a nice day.